the living room, soft sage green walls frame the sunlight, while lace curtains drift like gentle whispers. A sofa layered with blush pink florals invites us in, every cushion carrying the comfort of a memory well kept. Across the way, a golden mirror rests against the sage wall, its frame catching the glow of the afternoon light. Beneath it, a blush velvet chair waits quietly, a tender pause, a seat where time lingers just a little longer. By the fireplace, a tufted armchair blooms in pink, its floral pillow stitched with nostalgia, as though a grandmother's hand left a story here. The wood beneath creaks softly, and the whole room breathes with rustic romance. And in the kitchen, the heart of the home, sage green cupboards hold jars filled with herbs and quiet traditions. A rose-stitched towel hangs by the stove, reminding us that even in the simplest moments, a cup of tea, a warm meal, there is love stitched into every detail. In the pantry, rows of jars and woven baskets line the sage shelves, each one holding herbs, grains, and quiet traditions. It feels like stepping back into a gentler time, where even the simplest storage tells a story of care. The bedroom rests in soft blush and sage, a quilt folded like a hug at the edge of the bed. Here vintage frames whisper botanical dreams, and the morning light brushes the linens with warmth. By the window, lace curtains spill to the floor, sunlight weaving through like threads of gold. A few potted blooms lean toward the glow, reminding us that beauty often lives in the quietest corners. And in the bath, a blush tub rests against sage panels, wrapped in light and softened by linen. It is a room made for stillness, where water, warmth, and time move slowly, like a vintage song humming through the heart of the home. On the marble counter, petals rest beside a crystal glass, the sage green cabinet below carrying the quiet weight of time. Here beauty lingers not in grandeur, but in the tender pairing of flowers and worn brass. In the laundry room, shelves dressed in sage hold vintage tins, stacked towels folded with care, and lace curtains open to the morning air. Even the simplest chores become softer here, when blush roses wait by the window. Step outside, where vines weave a canopy of green, and a wooden swing cushioned in florals waits beneath the hush of blossoms. It is a place to sit slowly, to let the garden hold you, and to feel the peace of a day unhurried. And at the garden's edge, a weathered lantern rests on old wood, beside a scatter of roses and a floral quilt. Feels like a pause wrapped in memory, where rustic charm and romance meet, reminding us that home is found in the smallest, most tender details. The living room greets us with a hush of sage green, where lace curtains let the sunlight fall softly across the floor. A sofa wrapped in blush florals waits like an embrace, each cushion a quiet reminder of comfort and belonging. On the wall, a golden mirror glows in the afternoon light, casting a tender warmth across the room. Beneath it, a velvet chair in blush tones sits quietly, a gentle place to pause, to breathe, to let the day drift slowly by. Beside the hearth, a pink tufted armchair rests, its floral pillow soft as a memory whispered from long ago. The creak of wood beneath feels like a lullaby, and the air carries the calm of a space where time knows how to move gently. In the kitchen, rows of jars line sage green shelves, each one filled with herbs, tea, and simple care. A rose-stitched cloth drapes by the stove, and in the stillness of this room, love feels as present as the scent of bread, as soothing as a warm cup cradled in your hands. In the pantry, sage green shelves cradle jars and woven baskets, each one holding herbs, grains, and quiet comforts. There is no hurry here, only the steady rhythm of simple living, soft as a memory you can almost touch. The bedroom rests in a hush of blush and sage. Layers of linen and crochet invite you to sink into stillness, while vintage frames whisper stories above the bed. Morning light drifts across the quilt, like a tender hand smoothing the day awake. At the window, lace falls like gentle water, the sunlight weaving through its threads. Potted blooms lean toward the glow, and in this quiet, you feel the softness of time slowing, as though the room itself is breathing with you. And in the bath, a blush-painted tub rests against sage panels, surrounded by linen, stillness, and light. This is a place for exhale, where water soothes, and the heart remembers how to be calm again. On the counter, roses rest beside a crystal glass, their petals soft against the cool marble. The sage cabinet below holds the quiet of the room, a reminder that beauty lives in the smallest touches. In the laundry, shelves of sage carry tins and folded linens, while lace curtains sway with the morning breeze. A vase of blush roses brightens the window, turning even simple tasks into moments of gentle grace. Outside, a wooden swing waits beneath a canopy of green, its cushions blooming in soft florals. Here the air feels slower, the day lighter, as though the garden itself is breathing calm into your heart. And at the garden's edge, a lantern rests on weathered wood, beside roses and a well-loved quilt. It is a place to pause, to hold stillness close, and to remember that home is made of tender, quiet details.